On September 9, 2025, Doha's usual calm was shattered by sudden explosions echoing through the city. The city, known for its modern skyline and diplomacy, was thrown into confusion as people scrambled for answers. The U.S. Embassy in Doha immediately issued a shelter-in-place order to all Americans, urging them to stay indoors and away from windows. The urgent alert spread rapidly on social media, underscored the seriousness of the threat. For many, the day turned from routine to tense uncertainty, as the embassy's warning brought distant regional conflicts to their doorstep. This was a stark reminder of how quickly peace can unravel in a volatile region. The shelter-in-place order was the first sign that something significant and dangerous had occurred. What followed would test the balance of power in the Middle East and draw the world's attention to Doha. The cause of the chaos soon became clear. Israel had launched a targeted strike in central Doha. The operation, coordinated with the Shin Bet, aimed at senior Hamas leaders meeting to discuss a US-backed Gaza ceasefire proposal. Striking in Qatar, a nation known for mediating regional disputes, marked a dramatic escalation. Israel's message was unmistakable. Nowhere was off-limits in its pursuit of Hamas. The timing was especially provocative, as the attack disrupted peace talks in a city considered a diplomatic safe haven. Residents described the blasts as terrifying, with the strike hitting residential buildings and shattering the city's sense of security. The violence brought the distant Gaza conflict directly into the lives of Doha's people. This was not just a political statement, but a violent act with real consequences for civilians. The world was now watching Doha, as the boundaries of conflict shifted before their eyes. In the aftermath, the U.S. Embassy acted fast, issuing a shelter-in-place order to protect Americans in Qatar. The alert was broadcast across social media and embassy channels, instructing people to stay indoors and avoid windows. Clear, direct communication was key to preventing panic and keeping citizens safe. The embassy became a vital source of information as confusion gripped the city. Such rapid response is a core embassy function, protecting citizens during crises, whether from war, disaster, or instability. Behind the scenes, embassy staff coordinated with Qatari officials and Washington to assess the threat. The embassy's actions signaled the gravity of the situation to the entire international community in Doha. In moments like these, clear guidance can save lives. Qatar's government condemned the strike as a criminal assault and a violation of its sovereignty. Officials decried the attack on residential buildings and launched an immediate investigation. The strike undermined Qatar's role as a neutral mediator and diplomatic safe haven. Israel, meanwhile, claimed full responsibility, calling the operation precise and justified. Israeli leaders insisted that Hamas leaders had no immunity, regardless of location. Even opposition figures in Israel praised the strike, showing rare political unity. For Israel, the operation was self-defense. For Qatar, it was an affront to its neutrality and security. The incident left Qatar caught between its mediator role and the need to protect its own citizens. The diplomatic fallout was immediate and severe. News of the Doha strike sparked global reactions. The U.S. responded cautiously, with officials offering no immediate comment, highlighting the diplomatic tightrope between allies Israel and Qatar. Regional powers like the PLO and Iran condemned the attack, calling it a violation of sovereignty and a threat to stability. In the U.S., the NYPD increased security at sensitive sites, recognizing the potential for global events to trigger local risks. Analysts warned the strike could strain U.S.-Qatar relations and complicate American diplomatic efforts in the region. The attack disrupted a peace process the U.S. had backed, raising questions about future negotiations. International media highlighted the risk of further escalation and the challenge of maintaining diplomatic norms. The world watched as alliances were tested and the rules of engagement in the Middle East were rewritten. The consequences of the strike rippled far beyond Doha. The Doha strike marks a turning point in the Israel-Hamas conflict and global diplomacy. Military action in a neutral, mediating country breaks long-standing international norms and makes future peace talks riskier. The event highlights the crucial role of embassies in crisis response and citizen protection. Qatar's position as a mediator is now in question, and the U.S. faces a delicate balancing act between key allies. The incident shows how regional conflicts can have global consequences affecting security and diplomacy worldwide. A single strike in Doha triggered alerts in cities like New York, proving that no conflict is truly isolated. This is more than a headline. It's a case study in the complexities of modern conflict and the fragility of peace. The world must now grapple with the new realities this event has revealed.